The Immortal John Hancock here. Today I got some great news. Recently there's been some reports that the Retron 77, that's the new clone console made by Hyperkin to play 2600 cartridges and possibly more, is not dead. There was a post made on Atari Age from a user, and it doesn't state if he was working for Hyperkin or not, but pretty much says the Retron 77 is still coming mid-end Q2 launch. And so I am super excited about this, and I want to explain why. You know, I've done a lot of reviews on my channel, a lot of clone consoles coming out that have, you know, simple connections to modern television sets. Overall, this is a great thing. I'm not a fan of sub-quality parts, and I know that Hyperkin has had ups and downs with its quality, but here's the truth of the matter is, so far, there isn't a single clone console to play this that's on the market, that's readily available, that's affordable. Yes, there's been at least one FPGA made, but at $600, that's not viable for people to purchase. I think that there is not only a market for it, the first person to be, the first company to make this product is gonna be successful. I think Hyperkin knows this. They know that there's a market for it. No, it's not going to be as popular as Nintendo, but there's still enough people out there, enough people of these that want to play on a modern television set. Now, for most people, there might be a whole entire generation of people out there that say, who cares? Well, there's another entire generation of people that say, we do care, and we do like this. For many people, such as myself, grew up with 2600. You know, Atari to me was the pioneer of video games. There's a ton of this product out there, and to be excited to play my cartridges on a modern television set is great. And you know, there's simple gameplay. I have amassed an entire game room built around my love for Atari. Now, for some people, that might not be the thing, and that's okay. You stick with your Nintendo or your Sony or Xbox, whatever you're happy about. But Atari to me means something else. It's my childhood, it's nostalgia, and I dream and I imagine of how awesome it would be to have a modernized console. You know, possible save states, possible the ability to play 7800 games. I mean, it wouldn't take that much. And so, it'd just be awesome to have a modern console to play Atari 2600. And there just isn't one out in the market. And as much as I love the Atari Flashbacks by AtGames, not having a cartridge port is getting kind of annoying at this point. It just is. It's time to have that, to allow that. I'm not a big fan of having closed hardware without the ability to at least add a ROM. Now, there's been some products on the market that were cool because they could add multiple different consoles options to that. Like the Super Retrocade comes to mind. That was actually a pretty decent product. But, you know, again, being able to play something with a cartridge port, the ability to play my original 2600 games on a modernized console would be sweet. You know, the things, though, there's some things that I think need to happen. Number one, the Retron 77 needs to play the Harmony card. The Harmony card, for people that don't know, is essentially a SD multi-cart, and you can add whatever game you want. It's great for hobbyists and home brewers. The Harmony card has been around a long time. It's been updated. It's a great way to play your 2600 games. It's a must-have. Two, I think that there needs to be more input from the community. Hyperkin has reached out to Atari Age members, and so I'm really excited about that, because I think with the support from Atari Age members, especially people that know how to the ins and outs of the 2600, I think it's going to be a better product. I think they are listening, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this product. Now, there's going to be a couple people. There's always, whenever a new product comes out of an old console, there's always that. There's a 5%, I don't know, a small portion of people that won't get it because it's not original, or they don't like how it looks, or this or that. There's always going to be that. And especially with 2600, there's purists out there. There's people that aren't going to think that it's going to be a big deal. I think this is a big deal. I'm excited about it. I'm 100 times more excited about this than anything Atari's making with the Atari box. In fact, come to think of it, it's the irony is, if Atari, the modern Atari, would focus on making a console like this that did nothing but play original 2600 games on a modern television screen, I think that would be awesome. They could even call it the Atari box and people would go buy it. You know, nobody cares about the $300 Atari box. Okay, some people are going to care about the Retron 77. I think it's a really cool name. I actually like the design of it. Really cool. I don't know if that's the final design. Initially, I was told that the design was possibly going to change. Again, we'll know. Second quarter, so you know, by June, we'll at least know something. Hopefully, see a prototype. I'd love to get my hands on one, and so I'm a huge fan of Atari 2600. You know, if that's not your thing, no big deal. I like it. I like talking about it on my channel. It's what I'm passionate about. I built my game room around my love for Atari 2600 and just Atari in general. And I don't think it would be that much, depending on what type of interface it has, to add additional support of some other great Atari consoles. You know, Atari 8-bit, Atari 7800. Holy cow. If it had that, oh, it'd just be awesome. So anyways, this is kind of a long ramble, but I am really excited that the Retron 77 is still planning to come out. If you know of any information, and you know, are you excited about the Retron 77? Is it something that might cater to you? Do you have a 2600, or do you plan on picking up a couple cartridges? Here's the thing. I go to cons, and you know, there's tons of Nintendo products and Sega products, and I do see some 2600 stuff just lying about. But I think more people would care about it if there was an easier way to play it on modern television sets. Yes, there's emulations. Yes, you can play it that way, but I'm talking physical media. And so I think there are, it's not going to be as popular, but I think more people would care about it if there was the ability to play it. And so I am happy about it. I'm holding my cartridge of Mario Brothers, and I love this game. It's far from perfect, but I've easily played this game 1,000 hours, and every now and then I'll just pop it in, and I'll enjoy playing a game 10 minutes, call it good. And so, are you excited about it? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm just grateful for all the support. My week got a little bit mixed up, and so I'm finally back on track, making 3 videos a week. Currently doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and I will be uploading an exclusive video this next week for my Patreon supporters. And so, thank you so much. It helps me out quite a bit. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Take care.